Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen McHugh.
I'm Liz Yorio. How are you?
Welcome to Driftwood Sailboat. Hey, this will hopefully be the final product. In your kit that you picked up, you would have gotten a piece of driftwood, a dowel with a little notch, some screw eyes, they're very tiny, a couple of screw eyes, some twine, some cotton twine, a piece of cotton twine, and a few of these, I don't know what they're called, but I found them and they worked. So I guess they're like pre-tied, I don't know, tags or for tag. I think they were for tags actually. Okay. So you are going to need a little glue or a glue gun, a scissor, and if you have pliers, that would be great, but it's not necessary. Okay, so the first thing we have to do on our sailboat is we have to put the little screw eyes in. Okay, so I'm going to change camera so you can see. Okay, so these little screw eyes, and they screw in pretty easily because the wood is soft, but you may want to start by using pliers or scissors to, let me show you. I'll just show you here, I'm suggesting you put it in like on the sides here, and it could be on top of the wood or on the side. It depends on your piece of driftwood because they're all different. So I would begin, with making a little indentation with your scissors just to get started. Okay, and then take your screw, and you got to apply some pressure while you screw it, while you turn it. And then once it grabs, then it's pretty easy. You can feel it getting tight. So screw that in. Okay, so here's one. Okay, now I went ahead and I did both of these. So I have one here and one here. Okay.
You can't see that.
Yeah, here on the side. And then here on the top. Okay. You want to make sure that they're pretty in there. Okay, good. Then you want to take your dowel, and you can use a little dab of glue, but I tell you, a lot of these fit perfectly, so you might not even need it. And you want to make sure the notch is on the top. Press that in. Okay, and mine just went in perfectly. Okay. All right, so I gave you a few of these ties. So you want to just take your scissors and just cut right above the knot. Okay. It's really all we want. It's just a nice piece of string. Now, I went ahead and I made the sails for you guys, but it's double, as you can see, it's front and back. And what I used was this great fusing tape and an iron. So I cut out the shape of my sail, and then I put some of this fusing tape in between, and then I just ironed it. Okay, and this you could buy, we got this from Amazon, but you can buy it at Michael's too. And it's great for hems. It's very helpful. It's good to have around the house. So as you can see, both sides with my nautical fabric. Now, it's gonna lay it on its side. So the next thing you want to figure out is you want the straight side to be inside, closest to the dowel. Okay? It's cut on an angle. And then I used a hole punch to make these holes. can see it. And if there's any excess, you can just cut it off. So you can see that there's holes. Triangle. All right, so I know I want it to look like this. So this is the straight side, and then this is the angle that goes out, okay? So we're gonna start at the bottom. I'm going to go through that screw eye first, and then through the hole in the fabric. And I'm just gonna tie it. And we're just gonna kinda eyeball it. I know I want it to I want it to be a little bit close to the dowel. Now I'm just going to tie a knot. Good. Liz, can you hold that? Okay.
Reading glass is a must.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's it. Yeah, it's gonna. Okay. All right. And then we're going to take another one of the string. Oh, actually, we're going to do the other side. But
So from the outside in is
from the outside
the
in.
way to go.
Good. Okay. All right, so we're tied here and we're tied here. Now we're gonna take one of the strings and we're gonna go through both holes on both sails. Try, and then we just tie it. Okay, now, so the bottom is done. All right, so now, okay, so we're gonna go through, one sail's a little bit shorter, so. This, yep, that'd be great. Well, I'm gonna just do this one. I'll do each one separately because we're gonna disguise it. And I think I'll put a little bit of glue. All right, and then, so I'm gonna tie the other one. This one's going to be a little bit higher. Actually, this one fits nicely in that notch. All right. Okay, so now we can stand it up. Okay, so you can see. And you can make any adjustments. Might move that up a little bit. When you're satisfied, then you can trim the excess, or you can tie it into a bow, whatever floats your boat. This one, I would probably make it a little bit tighter. Okay, so then finally, we have this extra string. If you want to be a little decorative, you can kind of wrap it almost, like let me put this on its side. Actually, I would start with a little bit of glue just to get it started. Ooh, that's a little hot. And you can wrap it. And it kind of gives it that masthead kind of sailboaty look. A little bit of glue. And
I have a
that,
question.
yeah.
Can I ask a question? The sails.
Actually, one second, Inez. I just want to.
Sure.
All right. So, go back here. Okay, so then you have your sailboat. Okay, and you can, if you want to add like a toothpick with a little flag that you made out of paper, you could add that too. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for joining us.